Heritage International 2024, an advocate for the preservation and protection of culture and tourism. Now let's welcome the third edition of Mr. Heritage 2024 candidates in their opening number.
You said no, 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 I said no, 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 no. You say take me home, I said no, Perignon. You said no, 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 I said no, 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 no. No, 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 no.
Hasta la vida loca, 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 loca. Te encanta la música, te toca, toca, toca. Hasta la vida loca, 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 loca. Te encanta la música, te toca, toca, toca.
Rico Nolasco, South Philippines!
Hasta la vida loca, 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 loca. Te encanta la música, te toca, toca, toca. Hasta la vida.
I'm Sugbi, I'm from India!
Hasta la vida.
India, South Africa!
Hasta la vida loca, 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 loca. Te encanta la música, te toca.
Antonio Ibanez, Pilcom, KSA!
Hasta la vida loca, 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 loca. Te encanta la música, te toca, toca, toca. Hasta
Joel Moreno, Pilcom, USA!
música, te toca, toca, toca. Hasta la vida loca, 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 loca.
Muhammad Mansouri from Morocco!
Hasta la vida loca, 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 loca. Te encanta la música, te toca, toca, toca.
John Leslie, Philippines!
Hasta la vida loca, 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 loca. Te encanta la música, te toca, toca, toca. Hasta la vida loca, 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 loca.
Christopher Allen, USA!
Hasta la vida loca, 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 loca. Te encanta la música, te toca, toca, toca.
Ali Gharibzadeh from Iran!
Hasta la vida loca, 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 loca. Te encanta la música, te toca.
Mahmoud from Syria!
Hasta la vida loca, 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 loca. Te encanta la.
Arun from the land of sunshine, Australia!
Hasta la vida loca, 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 loca. Te encanta la música, te toca.
I wanna see rain on me forever, rivers of champagne, celebrate together. I wanna see rain on me forever, rivers of champagne, celebrate together.
Hasta la vida loca, 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 loca. Te encanta la música, te toca, toca, toca. Hasta la vida loca, 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 loca. Te encanta la música, te toca, toca, toca. Toca, toca, toca. Hasta la vida loca, 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 loca. Te encanta la música, te toca, toca, toca. Hasta la vida loca, 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 loca. Te encanta la música, te toca, toca, toca.
I see your eyes every day and every night, and I wanna hold you till the end of time. Stay overnight.
Thank you so much, everybody! welcome to the Mr. Heritage and 2024. Now we have witnessed the glamorous and the elegant of our contestant. Can't wait to see more of them. So, I would like to say thank you for everyone for attending this beauty prestigious event for this evening. Let us continue our event with another segment. We will give them a break time for them to be ready, and then we're gonna witness their beauty national costume.
Our next will be the Mr. Heritage International 2024 candidates in their national costume competition.
Let us welcome Mr. Heritage, India. Once again, Mr. Heritage India. Mr. Heritage Philippines. Mr. Heritage Philippines. Next up is Mr. Heritage Morocco. Once again, Mr. Heritage Morocco. Mr. Heritage Syria. Once again, Mr. Heritage Syria. Mr. Heritage Iran. Once again, Mr. Heritage Iran. Mr. Heritage, welcome ASA! Once again, Mr. Heritage, welcome KSA! Mr. Heritage, South Africa! Once again, Mr. Heritage, South Africa! Mr. Heritage, Australia! Once again, Mr. Heritage, Australia! Mr. Heritage, South Philippines! Once again, Mr. Heritage, South Philippines! Mr. Heritage, USA! Mr. Heritage, USA! Mr. Heritage Vehicle USA. Mr. Heritage Vehicle USA. Give a big round of applause to our Mr. Heritage
Heritage
2024.
International 2024. Let's welcome our candidates for the third edition for Mr. Heritage International 2024.
Mr. Heritage South Philippines. Once again, Mr. Heritage South Philippines. Mr. Heritage India. Mr. Heritage Hilton KSA. Mr. Heritage, welcome KSA. Mr. Heritage, Morocco. Mr. Heritage USA. Once again, Mr. Heritage USA. Mr. Heritage Philippines. Mr. Heritage Australia. Mr. Heritage Iran. Mr. Heritage Syria. Mr. Heritage Welcome USA. Mr. Heritage South Africa. Once again, Mr. Heritage South Africa.
This is your Mr. Heritage International 2024 candidates. South Philippines, India, KSA, Morocco, USA, Philippines, Australia, Iran, Syria, Philcom USA, and South Africa. And now we were down to the announcement of special award. And let's welcome our host for today, Mr. John Watson Taman, Mr. Heritage International 2023 Grand Winner from Malaysia.
Give a big round of applause for our Mr. Heritage 2024. The first award for Mr. Heritage Popularity goes to Mr. Heritage Philcom KSA. Next special awards for Mr. Heritage, Mr. Photogenic goes to Mr. Heritage Philippines. Next awards, special awards for Mr. Heritage. Mr. Heritage Friendships goes to Mr. Heritage Philcom USA. Thank you so much. Let's give us a big round of applause to Mr. Heritage 2024.
Thank you so much to our host, Mr. John Watson Taman, and also to Mr. Heritage International 2024 candidates. Okay, now let's welcome another intermission and our next the Mr. Heritage International 2024 in their formal competition.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we move on to our formal segment from our Mr. Heritage 2024. Let us begin with Mr. Heritage Self-Benefit.
When they are here, the very announce
Mr. Heritage Self-Benefit, Rico Alessio. Mr. Heritage India, Super Asad. Once again, Mr. Heritage India, Super Asad. Mr. Heritage Welcome KSA, Antonio Ibanez. Mr. Heritage Welcome KSA, Antonio Ibanez. Mr. Heritage Morocco, Muhammad Massouri. Mr. Heritage Morocco, Muhammad Mansouri. Mr. Heritage USA, Christopher Allen. Mr. Heritage USA, Christopher Allen. Mr. Heritage Philippines, John Lenday. Mr. Heritage Philippines, John Linden. Mr. Heritage Australia, Arum Naya. Mr. Heritage Australia, Arum Naya. Mr. Heritage Iran Ali. Mr. Heritage Iran Ali. Mr. Heritage Syria Mahmoud. Mr. Heritage Syria Mahmoud. Mr. Heritage Welcome USA, Joel Moreno. Mr. Heritage Welcome USA, Joel Moreno. Mr. Heritage South Africa, Inga Musancho. Mr. Heritage South Africa, Inga Musancho. Mr. Heritage South Philippines, Mr. Heritage India, Mr. Heritage Welcome KSA, Mr. Heritage Morocco. Mr. Heritage USA. Mr. Heritage Philippines. Mr. Heritage Australia. Mr. Heritage Iran. Mr. Heritage Syria. Mr. Heritage Vietnam USA. Mr. Heritage South Africa. Let us welcome once again Mr. Heritage 2024. Give a big round of applause for our Mr. Heritage 2024.
That was the handsome Mr. Heritage International 2024. Now let's call our hosts, Mr. John Watson Taman, Mr. Heritage International 2023, for the special awards.
Wow, you guys look amazing. Come on everyone, give a big round of applause for our Mr. Heritage 2024. Now we are moving on to our special award for Mr. Heritage 2024. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, who do you think among these gentlemen right here will receive the special awards for Mr. Heritage International 2024? Is it gonna be Mr. Heritage South Africa? Is it gonna be Mr. Heritage Welcome USA? Or is it gonna be Mr. Heritage Syria? Or is it gonna be Mr. Heritage Iran? Or is it gonna be Mr. Heritage Australia? Or Mr. Heritage Philippines? Or it could be Mr. Heritage USA, Morocco, Welcome KSA, or it can be Mr. Heritage India and South Philippines. Well, I got the answer right in my hand right now. Alright, for the special award for Mr. Heritage Best in National Costume goes to Mr. South Philippines. Give a big round of applause for Mr. South Philippine Best in National Costume. Next special awards for Mr. Heritage Best in Swimwear goes to Mr. India. Give a big round of applause for Mr. India, Best in Swimwear. We will move on to the next special awards. Mr. Heritage Best in Formal Wear goes to Mr. India. Congratulations to Mr. India. Give a big round of applause for Mr. India, Best in Formal Wear. Next special award for Mr. Heritage, Best in Netizen Choice Awards goes to Mr. Morocco. Give a big round of applause for Mr. Morocco, Best Netizen Choice Award. Congratulations to all the Mr. Heritage 2024.
Congratulations, Mr. Heritage International 2024 candidates and in their formal competition. Let's welcome the Mr. Heritage International 2024 candidates for their advocacy speech. And also we would like to come up on stage Mr. John Watson Taman.
Give a big round of applause for our Mr. Heritage International 2024. Now, the moment what we were waiting for, we are going to hear about their advocacy speech. First candidate will be Mr. Heritage South Philippines.
Thank you. Mabuhay and magandang gabi. In line with Mr. Heritage Advocacy in protecting culture and tourism, considering that the preservation of cultural heritage within the tourism industry is crucial for sustainable development and protection of cultural sites, it is essential to strike a balance between promoting tourism for economic benefits and safeguarding cultural authenticity. These efforts will mitigate the negative impact to cultural resources, and this will be successful with working with various sectors and policymakers, non-government organizations, government sectors that will help and possibly implement plans that prioritize in protection of cultural sites and collaborations with various and different organizations in protection and collaboration with travel agencies, tour operators that promote tour packages that protect and secure local tourism and minimize environmental impact. Together, we will protect. Together, we will succeed. Together, we will win. Magandang gabi and thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Heritage South Philippines. Next up, we go for Mr. Heritage India.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Sukhbir and I represent India. I would like to say that pageant competitions such as this is not only about beauty and fame. It's more about being brave. It's more about having courage to step on stage and represent your people, your country where you come from. It's more about being a role model to your society and inspiring the youth. As a role model, I would like to advocate and inspire the youth to take part in competitions such as Mr. Heritage, where pageant is not all about glamour, but it is a pageant with a cause. The cause to preserve and protect culture and tourism. The second thing that I would like to advocate is providing education to underprivileged children. We all must take a step and together provide education to children who are in need, because I believe education has the strength to create independent humans so that one can provide for themselves. The third thing that I would like to advocate is the end of violence. I believe humans are loving and social creatures. We must love each other and avoid violence, avoid conflicts, and avoid wars. We must be together. And the last thing that I want to genuinely, with my heart, advocate is the restoration of ancient monuments, due to which we get knowledge about our own heritage.
Thank you so much, Mr. Heritage India, Subir Ashar. Next up, we go for Mr. Heritage Philcom KXA, Antonio Ibanez.
Good evening to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. My advocacy is very simple, but it's important to all of us because it's all about charity. I always wanted to help people, especially for those people who really need it. And I just wanted to share to all of you guys what I did last year on my previous competition in Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And that competition is Search for Ginoo ng Pilipinas KSA 2023. And what really happens is, I won, I got a title, but I donate the 50% of my grand prize. I donate it to someone who really, really needs it. He's a patient, actually. And that time, he really needs a financial support for his operation. So I didn't hesitate to help him. I did that because I do believe that the most happiest person in the world are not those receiving more, but those giving more. So I want to leave this message to all of you guys that if you want to help, just help whatever we can because it matters. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Heritage Philcom KSA, Antonio Ibanez. Next up, we move on for Mr. Heritage Morocco, Mohammed Mansouri.
The first word I want to say is mabuhay everybody. This is the first word I learned from my son here in the Philippines. The reason I am here, I come to share with you my best idea, my best culture. And I am a traveler, I am a blogger. I travel everywhere to know about the culture and to support children in any local places I went. We found some children, they don't have a good education. They don't have a safe life. They are still living in the street. They don't have, them family, they don't have enough to support them. My first message to any traveler and tourist people, when you travel somewhere, anywhere in the world, and you saw the children in the situation, if you cannot help, just use your voice. Send your message to all the world. There is a great people can help. And the second thing, for the local people also. When the tourist people come in to your place, treat them as you, as part of your family. And the second thing, I come here, I am 3 years here in the Philippines. I round all around the Philippines. I learn about more culture as a local Igorot, Aita native people, them language, because I love the culture. So that's why I am here. And I am giving you a great message. Give me your hand at my hand. And let's do a great message to all the world. By your beautiful heritage and my beautiful culture, we can greet and make a lovely life and peace life. I hope you understand me, Mr. Thank you so much, and thank you for the Philippines giving us opportunity to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Heritage Morocco, Muhammad Mansouri. Okay, now we move on to Mr. Heritage USA, Christopher Ireland.
Hello everyone, I'm Christopher Allen, Mr. Heritage USA. Traveling the world is a great way to learn about it. There are so many different cultures and nationalities to witness. I've visited 14 different states, 4 countries in the past 3 years. So I'm witnessing and doing just that. An example, coming here to the Philippines and getting off that plane, I felt like royalty. I mean, I had a police brigade escort me out of the airport, and that was amazing. I got a $5,000 sponsorship at the hotel and the mall just from talking to patrons in that hotel. And it was just an amazing experience. So what I want to do is go out and inspire others to discover our world, because there's so much to offer. And I want to do that a lot in the US, because I feel like the US is very focused on working, and I want to get everyone out there traveling and discover the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Heritage USA, Christopher Allen. Now we move on to Mr. Heritage Philippines, John Lunday.
I advocate for youth empowerment, serving in the communities that offers hope for the future. Youth empowerment is not just a buzzword, it is a call to action where our young minds can dream, achieve, it unlocks creativity, innovation, and passion. So to be here, it's a great honor that I can use this platform to utilize my advocacy in preserving interconnectedness, in preserving and protecting our tourism. Together, we can inspire, educate, and mobilize communities, help them to invest in the future, and support cultural empowerment. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Heritage Philippines, John Lunday. Next up, we move on to Mr. Heritage Australia, Arun Naya.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow contestants. It's been an amazing time, and I'm really happy to be a contestant in Mr. Heritage. So my advocacy is gender equality and its effect on the mental health. We often talk about gender equality. When we talk about gender equality, only man and woman come to our mind. We forget about human beings are more than their souls. We shouldn't look at them for how they look, what the caste, skin color they are. We should look upon them as human beings. We should be compassionate. We should be having a heart. We should be coming from Australia. I actually have witnessed a beautiful day called Are You OK Day, which means we ask anybody on the road, in the office, and wherever you go to find out how they're doing. We're very busy in our lives, but we forget about one thing. We all often go through so many challenges of life, and that affects the mental health at some point of time. You can be the strongest person in the world, but you can have the weakest heart. So it's not visible. So you should be compassionate towards our people, to the friends, and bring that equality in people's life so that everybody feel there's no man and woman in the society. Everybody is a human being, and we should always try to preserve that sort of equality in the human being life, to bring that diversity and make them feel that this world is for everybody, not just for certain sort of gender, or certain sort of caste, skin color, or for any nationality. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Heritage Australia, Arun Naya. Next up, we go Mr. Heritage Iran, Ali.
Hello, Mabuhay Filipino people. I'm so glad to be here in front of you. My advocacy is to unite and help each country to be love each other without fight and full of peace. I believe every humans have responsibility to help each other so this place and this world can be a better place for us. And please everybody do it in action, not only talking. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Heritage Iran Ali. Now we move on to next Mr. Heritage Syria, Muhammad Jumaidi.
Hello everyone, مرحبا جميعا. My name is Mahmoud, I'm from Syria. Because in my country, the Syrian people, unfortunately, become refugees. Especially in Turkey, there are about 4 million refugees. And also, because I'm working in the humanitarian field and supporter for refugees issues, I want to focus on and focus more on the refugees issues. I mean, I need activating the livelihood projects, life education courses and vocational trainings to be self-remind for the refugees. So I'm here for them and love you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Heritage Syria, Mahmoud Jumaidi. Now we move on to next Mr. Heritage Welcome USA, Joel Moreno.
A pleasant evening to each and every one of you. I myself have been an advocate for a lot of all these amazing things, but I would like to give more emphasis on this one particular matter, which is my passion, and it is to promote the culture. I grew up in a very simple family, and I have been involved in many different kinds of curricular activities instead of investing my time in sports. So I myself was a choir boy in the school, in the church, and so as a dance troupe when I was in high school. I am sharing that to all of you right now because I myself have been given the privilege to have the space for me to develop that talent, and I would love for everyone all over the world to have their cultural dances, their way of singing to all be heard, and to create this space for everyone to showcase what they have. And above all, to preserve tourism. It is my passion to be in the runway as a model. I would love for everyone to not be afraid. Be who you are. And that is because you only have yourself. I myself have faced a lot of challenges.
Thank you so much, Mr. Heritage Welcome USA, Joel Moreno. Last but not least, we move on to Mr. Heritage South Africa, Inga Mushinjo.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I believe the best way to preserve heritage and culture is to invest in real estate. If you go to any country, the most prevalent and dominant culture is the culture of those who have ownership of real estate. Scripture says a good man, a good person leaves an inheritance for his children's children. Even the word heritage comes from inheritance. So I believe that to preserve heritage, people must invest in real estate ownership. I'm also passionate about sports because I believe that sports is one of the sectors that promote tourism. We've seen in the previous World Cups and Olympics where people from all over the world came together to watch and witness the beauty of sport. So sport promotes tourism, and it is one of the best ways to promote positive masculinity. Positive masculinity is the use of masculine characteristics in a positive way. So I want to use sport to encourage young people to use their masculine characteristics in a positive way instead of destructive ways like abusing women and abusing drugs. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Heritage South Africa, Inga Moshenjo. All right, that's it. Give a big round of applause to our Mr. Heritage 2024.
Thank you so much, John. And now, a final walk also from our Mr. Heritage International 2023, John Watson Tammy. Once again, Mr. Heritage International 2023, John Watson Tammy. And now, let's call on the Mr. Heritage International 2024 candidates. Okay, let's call on Mr. John Watson Salmon once again for the announcement of awards and winners.
Give a big round of applause for our Mr. Heritage International 2024. May the best man win tonight. Okay, are you guys ready for the awards? Are you guys ready for the awards? Now we move on for Mr. Heritage Humanity Ambassador. Goes to Mr. Heritage Fulcrum USA. Congratulations to Mr. Heritage Humanity Ambassador, Mr. Heritage Welcome USA. Next award, Mr. Heritage Sports Ambassador goes to Mr. Heritage Iran. Congratulations to Mr. Heritage Sports Ambassador, Mr. Heritage Iran. Now we move on to Mr. Heritage Culture Ambassador. Goes to Mr. Heritage Welcome KSA. Congratulations, Mr. Heritage Culture Ambassador, Mr. Heritage Welcome KSA. Alright, next award for Mr. Heritage Tourism Ambassador. Mr. Heritage Tourism Ambassador goes to Mr. Heritage Syria. Congratulations to Mr. Heritage Tourism Ambassador, Mr. Syria. Next award goes to Mr. Heritage Eco Tourism Ambassador. Mr. Heritage Eco Tourism Ambassador goes to Mr. Heritage South Philippines. Congratulations to Mr. Heritage Ecotourism Ambassador, Mr. Heritage South Philippines. The next award for Mr. Heritage World Ambassador. Mr. Heritage World Ambassador goes to Mr. Heritage Australia. Congratulations to Mr. Heritage World Ambassador, Mr. Heritage Australia.
Thank you so much. Before we proceed with our top 5, we will be announcing or giving plaque of appreciation to our national directors. First, Mr. Arnold Bakuli and Avery Canto as a National Director of the Philippines. Please come up on the stage. Thank you so much. Next, Mr. Heritage, South Africa, Luthando Sien. Our next plaque of appreciation to Mr. Heritage, India National Director Pankaj Karbanda, Rubaru, India. Once again, Ryan Kenneth Nabua, plaque of appreciation, Miss Charity, International Philippines National Director. Thank you so much to our partners. Before announcing the next announcement, please all of the ambassadors come closer to have a photos together. All of you please at the center. Thank you so much, the ambassadors. Now back to you, John Watson, for the announcements.
Thank you so much. Now, we move on for the top 5 awards. Eleven of them, there have been built a bond between them. They are like brothers, but 5 remaining for the top 5. And only one will be crowned a winner, Mr. Heritage International 2024. Fourth runner-up, Mr. Heritage 2024 goes to Mr. Heritage South Africa. Congratulations for runner-up Mr. Heritage 2024, Mr. South Africa. Now, next award for third runner-up Mr. Heritage 2024. Third runner-up Mr. Heritage 2024 goes to Mr. Heritage. Philippines! Congratulations, third runner-up, Mr. Heritage 2024, Mr. Heritage Philippines. Three of the best. Only one winner. Second runner-up, Mr. Heritage 2024 goes to Mr. Heritage Morocco! Congratulations! Second runner-up, Mr. Heritage 2024, Mr. Heritage Morocco. Now, the last two remaining. Take a front row. Two of the best for Mr. Heritage 2024. Do you want me to announce the winner or the first runner-up? I will announce the first runner-up, and the ones that I don't announce will be the winner for Mr. Heritage 2024. First runner-up, Mr. Heritage 2024 goes to, congratulations, Mr. Heritage. USA! Congratulations, first runner-up, Mr. Heritage 2024, Mr. Heritage USA. And now it has said and done. We have the grand winner for Mr. Heritage. Mr. Heritage grand winner goes to Mr. Heritage India. Subir Anjay.
Congratulations, Mr. India, Sukhbir Ashad. All runner-ups, please have a photos with the grand winner also at the front.
Congratulations, for all the winner, Mr. Heritage 2024. Give a big round of applause. And congratulations.
Thank you so much. Now you can go back now and have a photos all together. All together, have photos.
Once again, congratulations to Mr. Heritage 2024. Let this memory all can be remembered of all of us. Let this moment to be remembered because they are not only competitors, but they have built a bond together and become brothers. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much for witness the grand finale for Miss Charity and Mr. Heritage International. Let us all celebrate on top of the stage together.
Thank you so much. Before we leave, we would like to announce, or we would like to give the certificates to our makeup artists, group of makeup artists. Liz Buenaventura Hair and Makeup Artistry. congratulations and thank you so much for all candidates, national directors, partners, staff. Mr. and Miss, can you please move forward? We would like to request Miss Charity and Mr. Heritage. Move forward.